My first government job was working for the governor of Ohio and also Senate members from Ohio. And what I learned from that is the importance of communicating the nature of your programs to appropriators in particular. I believe that you need to articulate what the efficiencies and effectiveness of the programs are and how to articulate it in such a way that the general population and audience understands the program that you're laying out and how that proper funding would enable you to realize those goals. I think taking risks and following opportunities allowed me to progress my career throughout my life. I think that without taking risk and without experiencing failure, I don't think you grow as a person and as an individual. And every once in a while, you need to push the envelope, innovate, try new things, and see if you would be good at them. And I think that's helped me. And I think I've learned from all the positions that I've had because it's made me a better manager and certainly a better listener to the staff that I have and my customers. I think having the new employees reach out to their peer group is very important and solicit advice and guidance from that peer group. It's also important to talk to their managers. I know that when I was younger, I would always reach out to my peer group or my customer or manager and ask them how that they could prioritize the work that I have and interact with the customer base to see how they think that we could improve the services that we provided. And so I think having a great network is important to a new person who's just joined the workforce. And it's great for them to select mentors and also peers that they can rely on for their judgment and particularly good tips and input going forward. The best career advice I ever received was from a CEO who said, "Manage as if no one actually works for you." That enables you to not have to worry about them falling in line with you, and it also allows you to understand what motivates them as individual contributors, and also to translate the programs and the activities that you want them to do in such a way that they will want to develop and also to do the work that you're asking them to do. The same situation with your customers. You need to interact with your customers in such a way that you listen to them and you deliver against their needs. And sometimes you can't always deliver everything that the customer wants, but you can do that, soften the blow by having a conversation with them and tell them what the options are and the alternatives. And so again, I think not managing as if you are empowered to do it because someone's appointed you to do the work, but rather be the manager and be the leader because people want to follow where you're leading them to. In order for people to further their career, I think, again, it's tapping into a great network, both of your peer group, your manager, and your customers. Understanding what their needs are, having conversations, frank conversations. Many people that as they're progressing throughout their career, are overwhelmed with their responsibilities. Everyone, every day, has more work to do than what they know what to do with. And the only way to prioritize it efficiently and effectively is to ask your customer or your manager or your peer, how would they prioritize the work? How would they be more efficient and effective? And through that advice, I think you will progress through the agenda throughout the day. You'll also be able to enlist their help in solving problems, their help in innovating. I also think it's important for them to do research. Look at how other people are doing the same work that you're engaged in, both inside of your agency, in the private sector, or other areas. And through that advice, I think that people will be able to deliver more with less resources, and they will feel less overwhelmed. Well, I spent most of my work life in private industry and in very innovative and entrepreneurial areas, and also in financial services. And I can tell you that joining the federal government after about 25 years of not being involved in government has been just the thrill of my lifetime. I think the perspective is radically different than what you would get inside of a private industry job. I also think that it's great because if you're entrepreneurial, as I believe that I am, you have an endless supply of things that you can do to change the way that the federal government works. You have an enormous ability to make a difference, and that's what entrepreneurs like to do. They like to make a difference. They like to change the world. And I believe that by joining the Securities and Exchange Commission and working with Chairman Shapiro, I've been able to change the way that the SEC does work and transform the way that they do business for the next 10 years. And so it's been emotionally and career-wise just the most rewarding job that I've ever had, and would recommend that people at some point in their life spend time working for the federal government.